Hello. In this video, we are going to look at a standard normal curve problem, and we're going to look at using technology to calculate the percentage in a certain area. So in this problem, we are told that the percentage of DNA that you share with a grandparent is normally distributed with an average of 25%. We understand that word average to be a colloquial word for mean. And we know that in a normal curve, the mean is in the middle. So 25% is this middle tick mark, and that is the Greek letter mu for mean. From the mean, we go up 3 standard deviations. So 1, 2, and I'm not making zeros, but that Greek letter sigma for the standard deviation. And we also go down 3 standard deviations, keeping the symmetry from the mean. Now, we are told in this problem that the standard deviation is 3%. So that means on the right, I will add 3% to move between the standard deviation tick marks. And on the left, I will subtract 3% to move between the standard deviation tick marks. So 25 plus 3 gives me 28%. Plus 3 again is 31%. And plus 3 again is 34%. Going then to the left, I'm taking 25, subtract 3, so 21%. 22%. Minus 3 is 19%. And minus 3 again is 16%. So that takes care of this first direction to label the following graph with the mean and the values at positive and negative 1, 2, and 3 standard deviations. So checking that off. Then it tells me, suppose you want to estimate the percentage of people who share 21% of their DNA with a grandparent. So it says label the curve at 21 and then share the area that represents the probability. So what I am doing is figuring out where 21% would be, and I'm going to draw a line there. So I have 22 labeled, I have 19 labeled, so 21 would be a little closer to 22 than to 19. So right here, this red line is the 21% line. And I don't think I read this well, but if I go back, it's who share less than 21%. So less than 21 would be things like 19 and 16%. So I want to shade down here where those percentages are less than 21. So it is asking me then to use technology to calculate this percentage. So let me bring in my technology. So we have in our Blackboard, and you can see I have been in Blackboard up here. We have in Blackboard a link to these apps from the Dana Center. So as I scroll down here, the one that I want to use is down here in distribution, and specifically the normal distribution. So when I open that area, I can see a normal curve. I see mu, the mean, labeled in the middle. So that's the one I want to use, and so I'll click on the link for that. So in this app, the first thing I want to do is up here at the top, I want to find a probability, because that's what it's asking me. I'm going to be using those as percentages, and the app will actually give me the percentages. Before I go there, though, I want to show you something here, and that is it's telling us the mean is mu. You see that on the image. And then you see the image telling you to take the mean and add standard deviations to the right, subtract to the left, which is what we have already done. So we're at the find probability stage. In this portion of the app, I have to first answer the questions to the left. So I have to answer the mean, and in our problem, we were told the average was 25%. So let's put in 25. Then I need to answer what is the standard deviation. And so we have a standard deviation of 3, put in that value. And then I need to pick if I want a lower tail, and I'm going to drop down an upper tail, an interval, or a two-tail. So when I shaded my picture in my PowerPoint, we shaded to the left, so we actually want a lower tail. And the X value that we're concerned about is that 21%, so lower than 21. Now, you see that in the app, the picture adjusts to match the picture that I have sketched. And what we're going to do then is just look up here at the top and we see our answer. So 21% divides the graph into 9.12% and 90.88%. So going back to technology, to our PowerPoint, the percent that are less are 9.12%. And as we talked about before, these have to add up to 100, so the percent that are more was also in the technology as 90.88%. And so the technology calculated rather than estimated those exact percentages.